I just wanted to share with you the community post number 2. We didn't really talk about it in class yesterday because we ran out of time, but I did want to share with you in this video what is it that you need to do for your community post. So I want us to look at the funhouse and see how the use of flashback is being implemented in this story. If you look at page number 3, you're going to see that there's an interaction between the aunt and her husband. And then there's this interesting sentence after that that says, "In the dark, my aunt and her husband were dancing." That's an indication that there is a flashback in here. And then he continues on with this phrase, 30 years ago. That's an indication again that there's a flashback. And he goes on and on about the accident where, the husband is at the hospital. And then again, there's this other dialogue, and after the dialogue, the story comes back to present tense, 30 years later, and they still hadn't paid the bills. So if you look at how it is structured here, there's a really good moment when there's this interaction between the husband and the aunt, and then they kind of go more in depth about the relationship they had with this particular flashback where they go through this traumatic moment, which is the accident, excuse me. So, thinking about your own writing, try to come up with a passage. It doesn't have to be that long. That kind of implements this way of using flashback. There's maybe a dialogue between these two characters, and then you want to go more in depth about the relationship. So, here's a good way for you to kind of use this as a mentor text to really allow yourself to implement that type of writing flashback. So anyway, your community post is about exploring a way of implementing flashback in your writing. So maybe you have something that you have written before, and you can use that to implement this flashback. To kind of add more depth and dimension to your characters or to your story. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to sound right. It's just you need to just try it. Okay? And if you have any questions, let me know. I would be able to help you. All right, have fun with it and happy writing.